What if I told you some animals can regenerate their own limbs, survive deadly poisons, or even change their entire appearance at will? Forget the Avengers or the Justice League. Nature has its own league of superpowered heroes, and they're wilder than anything from Hollywood. Today, we're diving into the top 10 animals with unusual superpowers that could rival any comic book hero. Get ready to be amazed, and maybe just a bit jealous. Our countdown begins underwater with the mantis shrimp, also known as the underwater boxer. Why? Because this little creature packs a punch so powerful it can break glass and crack open crabs with ease. Think Mike Tyson, but tiny, and with claws. Its secret weapon? A spring-loaded limb that snaps shut at 50 miles per hour, creating a shockwave in the water that even produces a tiny flash of light. In fact, their punch is so fast that it briefly boils the water around it. Wild, right? But hold on to that thought because our next animal's power is out of this world. Literally. Meet the tardigrade, also known as the water bear. Now you might be thinking, how can a microscopic creature that looks like a gummy bear be a superhero? Well, this tiny guy can survive in outer space, endure boiling water, and even withstand the vacuum of space. So, next time someone says you're tough, remind them that they're not tardigrade tough. These little survivors have even been found on mountaintops and ocean depths. Talk about versatile real estate. But survival comes in many forms. Just wait until you hear about the animal that might actually be a shapeshifter. Our next creature is famous for its camouflage. Enter the octopus. Imagine being able to change not only your color but also your shape and size to blend into any environment. And yes, it can pull this off in a split second. Just imagine if humans could do that. Forget Halloween costumes. You could show up anywhere as practically anyone. But here's the twist. Scientists believe they do all this without being able to see in color. So how exactly does it pull this off? One of nature's great mysteries, and we might never really know. And if you think camouflage is impressive, our next animal doesn't just blend in. It literally rewires its entire body. Number 7. The axolotl, the regenerator. The axolotl. Imagine being able to regrow entire limbs, parts of your heart, spine, and even parts of your brain. For the axolotl, this isn't science fiction, it's just biology. Even scientists are baffled by this incredible regenerative ability. If a predator bites off an axolotl's arm, it simply grows it back. Good as new. And this isn't a one-time party trick, they can do it over and over. I mean, some people are still waiting for their plants to grow back, and here's an animal that can regrow organs. Nature doesn't play fair, does it? From extreme resilience to the next level of flexibility, let's meet the animal that literally sees the world in a way we can't even imagine. Number 6. The chameleon, the color changer. You probably know the chameleon for its famous color-changing trick, but did you know that they change colors to communicate mood, temperature, and even intent? They actually have special cells in their skin called chromatophores, which expand and contract to create different colors. It's like having a built-in mood ring, except way cooler. And if you thought color changing was a unique superpower, wait until you hear about the animal with a poison so strong it can kill an elephant. Number 5. The poison dart frog, the toxic avenger. The poison dart frog may look like a tiny colorful jewel, but make no mistake, this little amphibian carries enough venom to take down 10 humans or a single elephant. This is definitely not the kind of frog you want to kiss. Fun fact, their toxins come from the ants and insects they eat, giving new meaning to you are what you eat. Speaking of deadly skills, the next animal can literally control time, at least in a sense that would shock you. The Arctic fox doesn't just survive winter, it thrives in temperatures as low as -58 degrees Fahrenheit, thanks to a unique fur coat that's so dense, it's like wearing a thermal suit. Not only does its fur change color with the seasons, from white in winter to brown in summer, but its body is perfectly adapted to slow down metabolic processes, conserving energy and surviving without food for days on end. Speaking of survival skills, let's look at the animal that can pause its entire life if things get tough. Imagine freezing solid during winter, thawing out in spring and hopping away as if nothing happened. The wood frog can freeze 70% of its body, including its heart and blood, to survive frigid winters. Their cells are protected from ice damage by a special glucose-rich fluid, which acts like natural antifreeze. Talk about resilience. From survival in extreme temperatures to survival in extreme danger, let's meet the animal that might just have 9 lives. Ah, the opossum, the ultimate actor of the animal world. Not only do they play dead to avoid predators, but they also have a unique ability. They're immune to almost all natural poisons, even venom from rattlesnakes. This means they can shrug off snake bites like it's just a bad day, not bad for an animal that often gets mistaken for a scary rodent. And now, we're down to the final spot, a creature so bizarre, scientists are still trying to understand how it survives. Meet the immortal jellyfish, the only creature known to science that can theoretically live forever. When faced with starvation or injury, it can revert its cells back to a juvenile state, essentially starting life over. It's like hitting their set button on aging, over and over. While it doesn't make it indestructible, this ability has scientists wondering, could we one day learn the secret of eternal youth? From the ocean's depths to the frozen tundra, these incredible animals remind us that nature is far stranger and more powerful than we ever imagined. Which animal surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed exploring these superpowered creatures, make sure to check out our other videos on the wild wonders of nature. Hit subscribe and keep your curiosity alive.